It's week 4 of the National Football League. And up next is the Caps, Offensive Player of the Year. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Caps and the Chargers, next on Madden NFL 24.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Caps of Tokyo taking on the L.A. Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him,
seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
and he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The numbers for Kelly a week ago. 19 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run in not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
There's a toss. Kelly going left. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And even though this is a top-5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you to get in the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll try the left side. Way. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Caps are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second down, here's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Boy, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return. And the Caps are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Point after here coming up. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a give up the middle. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. But you look at this defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, Justin Herbert. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Herbert now. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to move. Touchdown, Chargers! Quentin Johnston, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. Pushing his way through. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On first down, Way. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. A give up the middle to Kelly. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Caps have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw here is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Herbert throwing again. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards the pickup there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
More from L.A. in a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Daniel Bellinger
From a yard out.
And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 61 yards.
And the Caps are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
Herbert.
He's got another one to Johnston.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
To the air again, Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They run up the gut with Kelly. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
So out come the Chargers.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. Will Levis has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Marvin Mims, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. C.D. Lamb leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Mason complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
A give. This is Kelly. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. There he goes left side. And touchdown. A great play there. 50 yards.
And the Caps take a 3-touchdown lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, it's Herbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
That is caught.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Herbert off the bootleg.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Herbert. Touchdown!
Daniel Bellinger.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On the run, it's Kelly. Oh, good move. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
98 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Kelly. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They run with it. It's Kelly. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action.
Cortland Sutton.
And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
24 yards to gain there, another 1st down as well.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Herbert.
A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Herbert now. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll go again with Kelly. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is Kelly. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Caps.
This is Kelly. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Kelly tries the right side.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 7-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Herbert.
And that's going to be caught by Sutton.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And the Chargers go first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Herbert's throw brought in by Bellinger.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Herbert on third down now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last throw here for Herbert. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
So it's our visitors that come away with a victory here, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for Tokyo,
that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.